Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. This is Grand Arena, the second match of Season 53, and we return to some live recording of our battles. We lost the first round, which was not unexpected since we were in Kyber 1. With the squish and everything and to change the skill rating, technically we already were below the Kyber 1 threshold, win or loss. But we need to now climb back up. This is going to be a tough week to do it, though, with the bracket that we've got. With the first round match, I just wasn't going to keep up with the efficiency here. And I could have full cleared, but I was playing near the end of Grand Arena, and I actually ran out of time to finish off the Malevolence. I didn't even get an attempt in. I just had enough time to clear out the Negotiator before the clock ran out. But that wouldn't have changed the result. As you can see from the banner total, my opponent had a pretty easy time. And with the front territory, nothing here. Top territory, no problems here. Lower area, we see we pick up a hold with Trench. He may have tried to wamp it or something. That's why I like to use Dooku in 3v3 instead of Django. It can stop a wampa. And then no issue here. So you can see just with the amount of attempts it takes me on offense, we really need to have a little bit of help from my defense in order to really stand a chance. But really some participation too. With today's match, my opponent is Osiris. You can see he is kind of light on his Zetas, which is a little surprising. Might be a younger account. With Omicrons, he is pretty close to me at 29. That's not too far behind. And overall in this bracket, I am second. The most amount of Omicrons is at 33. GL wise, we are two of the three players who don't have 8 GLs in this bracket. Now Osiris does have one more. Relics are pretty okay at 182, but that's nothing scary. And his depth is a little bit more shallow. So we might have some things that he doesn't have. Relic distribution, he's got a decent amount of tier 3s and 4s and really tier 5s. So you can see a lot of his relics are at the lower end. When we look at tier 7, 8, 9, I'm pretty good. Like we've got more tier 7. He's got a couple more tier 8s, but we're basically even with the 8s and 9s. He does have a surprising amount of tier 6. I don't think there's a lot of reason to stop at tier 6. Mods, he is a little bit slower than me. I come in at 4th or tied for 4th with the top 25 average and with the top 500 average. There's some players here with some pretty crazy mods. Like with these top 500 average, there's actually 3 players in this bracket who have top 500 averages of over 20. And this is the difference being in a Kyber 1 bracket makes, because you can see these 20 plus counts. There's some healthy ones here. Actually, I'm surprisingly higher than I thought I was. But we got players here where I'm at 39 with the 25 plus. There's players at 56, 84. There's a guy with 126 25 plus mods. Actually, that was the guy I just lost to. I lost to the guy with the best mods. Let me just take a moment. And then against my opponent, he only has 10 25 plus. That's pretty slow. 20 plus, I've got 130 more than him. 15 plus, we've got 200 more. I have a massive mod advantage over Osiris. Datacrons, he's okay. Everybody's participating in Datacrons though. It's just a question of to what degree and how many of the Datacrons can you actually use, because I bring this up a lot. Like I might have a lot of level 9 crons, I can't actually use them all. Now the GL he is missing is Lord Vader. There's another player in here, Joe Bluth, who is without 3 GLs. And you can see that Osiris, my opponent, has Relic 8 minimum on all of his GLs. Decent modding, and I am, of course, without Ray and SLKR. Looking at the Omicron area, we got a Relic 8 Melgus, Triple Omni. We've got Radis, Iden. His Starkiller's at Relic 6, Triple Omni. A little slower at 242. His Dash, Wampa. He's got a decent Savage, Treya. Treya I'll probably Relic soon. No Afra. There are 3 players in the bracket without Afra. 1 player in the bracket without Swallow. There are 2 players, including my opponent, without Third Sister. Good looking Malicos, although too fast. And then we have 4 players without Mandalore Bow. You know what? I'm going to talk about it a little bit. So one of the mechanics within Malicos, it's kind of like a worse version of Nest a little bit, where there's a protection up mechanic when he's taking hits. It's worse than Nest because it can be interrupted by things like shock. But that's part of the reason why you want him slow, just like you would want Ness slow, because it gives him more opportunities to get that stacking protection, because he loses it once he takes his turn, so that he can be countering. Plus the whole squad in general benefits from being slow because of Seer's lead. But at least for the time being, people are modding him wrong, so I'm going to be fine with that. At least I think so. Maybe there's other theories out there. Now, Bane, Relic 9. Mine's at Relic 7 and slower. I'm working on getting him faster. That's actually kind of shockingly slow. I gotta take a look at that. And then as we look at this, no Echo. Everybody has Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. One player without relics, but everybody has them. And then looking at fleet, my opponent's got the fleet. Joe Bluth has Profundity at 4 stars, and there's one player off screen who has both the Leviathan and the Profundity at 5 stars. Looking at the quality of Osiris's modding, hitting his inventory, we'll organize this by speed. It's probably somewhat shallow though, so we got at least 15, probably in this 20 range, because Dash is below, Darth Revan's above, so somebody in between here. And he's got 25. Hermit Yoda is the last one at 300 speed, so you can see Piet, slower, Zori, Rex, Drogon, Jedi Knight Revan, a number of characters that you would want faster at these slower speeds. Characters above 300 speed are good, but some are like unnecessarily fast. Like, yeah, sure, you want Radis, but I would be taking mods from Radis in order to make some of the characters below here, like a Rex or a Zori, make them faster. I would definitely be moving these around. Oh, it looks like he's got Padawan Obi-Wan at Relics. That's interesting. Let's jump in here. And for comparison, I've got like 35-ish mods, or 35-ish characters at 300 speed or faster, so plus or minus in that range. So I have an advantage of like 10 characters. Now, he has started attacking. He hadn't earlier, so he might be actively attacking me right now. We get a hold with CLS. Let's check the front territory. I would like a win, but I would prefer to earn it, not just get it by default. For next week, we do have the third sister, Cron. Right now, we've got second sister on there, just so we have some Inquisitor stuff, but I didn't have that before lock-in. Although that ninth sister one is pretty good, too. I want to take a look at that one. And here's fleets. And now, with his defense, looks pretty robust. We've got Saw, Ami, no Cron. You can assume the Chirrut Cron was probably here, and it hasn't been updated. We got Melgus. We've got Finn Zori with the Finn Cron. We got to be careful there. Savage, we got ways through that. And then Radis down below. In the lower territory, at least 2 GLs, 3 GLs. We got Rey, then we got Dash here, Jabba, Dark Trooper Moff Gideon, and Leia. We'll start with Leia, and we'll just use Bane. Let's give ourselves an easy solution for this problem. And hopefully we can test out a few of these characters too. Let's not make any dumb mistakes like putting the wrong Cron on. Jump to the big screen and let's do this. Although actually, do I have Trooper in here? No, I don't. Alright, let's just do this. My computer returns from repair today. So this will be the last match on the inferior machine. That has been causing some problems where we've definitely had a few more issues with the record on this thing. It doesn't have the same level of processor or graphics card. Alright, take a couple hits, basic. Just wait till we get faster and stronger. Is that advantage, right? No, it's damage immunity. All right, we're going to hit... This doesn't dispel, right? Yeah, all right. I wish advantage and damage immunity didn't look so similar. I always double check. Is it one of these? Let's do the dispel because they've got the damage immunity. Now our 2's gone, so things will be slightly easier. Okay. This will lock it down. I'm gonna miss this Cron. This has just been wonderful. I mean, we still have got 2 months with it. Or I guess a month and a half now at this point. Alright, then we shall jump to... Let's go to Ray, do a Star Killer counter. Recently brought Star Killer up to Relic 8, where he's still at 2 Amis. Let's throw on some sort of Cron. I guess what would I want? We have potency, evasion, maybe marked. We could look at protection up. I think we'll take this marked one. Actually, no, we're not. That could mess me up. We could get stuck on somebody. Let's not do that. Protection up is only 2 turns. I don't care. Potency. You know what? Let's take the potency. Because they're going to have extra tenacity, right? There's probably has the right level 6 ability. Yeah, so he's got that extra tenacity. That extra potency might help. Alright, let's figure this out. Yeah, we'll do this. We get 1 tenacity down. I'm going to basic. I just don't feel like we're getting enough debuffs otherwise. Dispel. And then let's basic over on... Oh, we got to do the other thing. We got to take health away. Alright, take some health away. We get a turn. Alright, I'm just going to basic. Alright, that triggers that. We still got double shock, so we get a free turn. Let's keep going after them. Let's hit Swallow. We got to get him into the yellow. Alright, hopefully... What kind of debuffs do I get with this? I'm just going to save it. Just spread shocks around, make sure. Let's get tenacity down. Alright, so we need the shock so she can't taunt. Take the hit. But we haven't brought Swallow into the yellow yet. This should do it. Feels... We're just going to do this because I know... Sometimes I want the damage immunity off of Swallow at least, but this feels like a situation where Ray's going to kill me. Alright, everybody's hit the damage immunity. I don't feel good about this one. Yeah, let's keep debuffs. Come on, take your turn, Swallow. Alright. Don't you dare. Okay, he's down. Ray's down. Holdo's down. And there we go. God, I love Star Killer. I love that team too. Okay, my opponent's actively playing. Now we've got Moff Gideon. How did I take him out? Would I use Mando Bow? We got Jabba. We might use a JMK thing there. It's feeling like the way that I want to play things. And up top, okay, we got Melgus. The Finzori I'm concerned about. Alright, I think I got a plan. Now what I want to happen, and I think we should be fine with it, is now without the Cron on Zerg, we can just Mandalorian this. And I'll go with this comp. Let's grab some sort of light side Cron. You know what? I think we'll take the extra. We'll take the protection up. Okay. Let's start with the counter. Let's get retribution up. No, it doesn't matter because we immediately get dazed with it. Alright, whatever. I'm going to cleanse him because I want the assist as soon as Bo takes a turn. Alright. Hopefully we don't have disappearing buttons again. We had that last season. Okay, there we go. Easy. Definitely doesn't feel like Death Trooper should be in the 3v3 version of this squad. Alright, let's deal with this. Alright, JMK. We got Jedi Crons, but there's also Galactic Republic stuff. We don't have enough Galactic Republic Crons, so we're not going to think about it. I guess technically we could use this one. So I wonder if I could use that. Let's just do it. The only other one is that I have another Jedi Cron that's not bad. Like this one. But I want to see this. Because we'll have protection up. And protection disruption really messes with Jabba. Because you can check out the last match where I brought in Padme lead with Anakin and Mace Windu, and they almost took out a Jabba. They couldn't do it fast enough before Rancor ate them. Yeah, okay. I'm just trying to think through and remind myself how to do this. At the start of every season, you gotta remember how I like to play these battles. Alright, so I look to take out Chrysanthemum right away, because now we can target whoever we want. The goal, ideally, is to take out Bosch quickly, before Chrysanthemum can taunt again. Because he's going to appear right now, but he's not taunting anymore. And we're trying to get to the alt quickly. So if he does taunt, we can get around it and make sure Bosch is gone before contracts and payouts happen. Yeah, let's get the assist. Yeah, okay. Good. Bosch is gone. Now I want to take out a Jabba first, so we need to fully charge. Chrysanthemum's just more of an annoyance. You can see the protection up is now on to Jabba. Let's fully charge. Let's self-select. Land a healing immunity. Yeah, let's trigger the alt. Okay, so protection disruption's back. I need to understand the protection disruption more. Okay, so it's back. I don't think I need that. I think she's already off cooldown, right? Let's let her take her turn first. Yeah, I was right. Okay. Alright, let's just auto and be done with it. Yeah, I feel like that did more than if I did the Jedi Cron. I'm not certain about that. It's not like we would have lost regardless. It's just, did something make my job a little bit easier or not? I don't know that it had. Alright, he's still attacking. Alright, we got Dash. Dash with Ami, with Vandor. How do I like to deal with this in 3v3? I think I'm just going to do Revan. I don't want to use something good or something I think I'm going to use elsewhere. Yeah, let's do that. And we can grab a Jedi Cron and then see what's on the back wall. Think what we can do. You know what? Would that be interesting? Because then we could just ignore Vandor and attack whoever we want. Let's do that. Yeah, with this we can mark Dash and just take Dash out, and then the rest is whatever. I think it's always good to have some of those anti-revive crons around. Alright, let's mark Dash. Spread some buffs. Feed turn meter to Yoda. Get a free hit. Now let's take Dash out and it's over. Okay. And then we'll mark Dash. Not Dash, Vandor as soon as we can and get around this taunt. Spread these buffs we just stole around Vandor. And this we can probably auto from here. Okay. I didn't do any scouting, so I have no idea what's going to be on the back wall. I haven't been doing any scouting since I stopped the Twitch streams, and I do intend to get those back up and running again soon. I just been so crazy busy at the start of this year. I had to set aside a couple things. Okay, marked. Alright, L3 down. Let's check out this back wall. Alright, we're at 551. We'll check on how he's doing too. JMK. JMK with the Padawan. Interesting. You're messing with me. Okay. So, there's an ability block thing going on. Counter chance. Evasion. He's going to get recovery. Turn meter removal is not going to work. So this actually is not good with JMK because JMK shuts down the turn meter manipulation. So he's not going to be gaining foresight. And this other stuff doesn't work without Queen Amidala. But I need to get this Padawan Cron for when I eventually get these characters farmed up. Alright, and then we got Hux with a Cron. And then we got, okay. So what does that leave me to take out a JMK with? I mean, I got a bunch of GLs. Let's see if I can just save my GLs for that, in case it becomes a problem. I think we'll be fine, because he doesn't have Cat. And Cat's really important. I don't think that is I think that's actually a worse team with that Cron. Alright, let's check on what he's done. He's taken out 2 additional teams, and he didn't have any problems with them. Let's check out this back wall, see if he had any problems down here, and no attempts. Okay, we'll start up here with Melgus. Alright, we're looking at Melgus now. Let's just do Calcestis, keep this easy. And I think we'll do... So we got both Bastila, Calcestis... And who do I want? Mace? Do I use Mace in 3v3 at all? I guess maybe with Padme. Well, actually with Padme these days, maybe I want to keep Mace. Ahsoka wouldn't be... Oh, let's do Kanan. That's what we had been doing last season. Excuse me. Alright, Jedi Cron. Grab our Calcestis Cron. I really haven't felt like this Cron has done all that much. Wasn't there another Calcestis Cron before that was better? Like, didn't we have one that started him with more stacks of Impetuous? Am I remembering that right? Armor Shred on Melgus is a waste. Shouldn't have done that, because you're gonna one-shot him anyway, so putting Armor Shred there isn't helping. Alright, Fallen, do this hit over here, that should take out Fallen anyway. Oh, great, we'll take them both out. Ability block, and there we go. So he's still playing. We got Radis. We'll probably end up doing Treya versus Radis. Finn, though, is a tougher one. I think what we're going to do is we'll start with Savage, because I do know how I want to approach this. Although the stealth is going to be a little bit more annoying, I don't think it's going to be that much more annoying. I need to get a resistance Cron for this. I got to re-roll. Resist debuff. I think maybe let's do this, because there is evasion with Rey. Because she does throw up that foresight. And her mastery has evasion. So part of this is, I guess we're going to hit Savage, because I want to see if we can one-shot him. But JTR really hard counters Savage. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to work. But you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. So I will do that to start. Let's flame everybody. We're going to take out the side characters first. Alright, we're just going to basic take out Maul. Keep everybody under stealth. Can we stun Dooku before? Okay, alright. Alright. Now what you'll see with JTR in a moment, why I like to use her, is she has locked healing immunity. And locked healing immunity, dispel it, and he's just gonna die. We need to land it again, though. Alright, here we go. And we're adding armor shreds with Swallow. Boom. Alright, isolate onto Radis, decrease cooldowns on Nihilus. We basic held by hatred. I don't need to do that. Okay, next turn. I'm hitting the pain on Cass. We'll just do a few hits on Cass. Okay, Radis down. Now I'm going to ignore Jin because who cares? She's just, let's just auto. Because whatever at this stage. I'm trying to... Yeah. So we got, what, Acolyte in like a week? So probably, maybe I'll watch Tales of the Empire this weekend. I know it's not as good as Tales of the Jedi. Tales of the Jedi was so good. If you haven't seen that, it really is fantastic. Especially if you've seen Clone Wars, because there's some things that really pay off if you know the larger context that Clone Wars provides. Okay. So we pulled ahead, but I still expect him to attack. We got Saw and we've got Finn. Padme could definitely beat that. We could Afra it. Let's check on his progress because I don't really know how I want to approach things yet. All right, Malicos gets a hold. That's great. And on the back, nothing else. Oh, and we've got nonsense with Lando. I didn't notice that before. What does Stormtrooper do? What does this Cron do? So max health, max protection, armor penetration, and offense on Hux. It's going to be a protection up mechanic. So something that ignores taunt is probably in my best interest. Something with AoEs. I wonder if Wampa would still beat it. Feels like it, because Wampa we have enough AoEs. Oh wait, how's that stun? They get defense stacking, tenacity stacking. I think Wampa can beat that. And there's no Ami? I think we Wampa it. Because, yeah, there's that stun mechanic, but I don't see who's inflicting the stun. Let's get some protection up, why not? Buy some time at the start of the battle. Okay, so they do that stuff. I get my protection up. And now a counter. Now, I don't really care about this because I'm spreading dots around. We spread the healing immunity. We hit. Stormtrooper's taunt is whatever. But I think AoEs are eventually going to take out Hux and the pilot. Oh, I forgot Hux shuts down counters. That's one thing I didn't factor in. It doesn't mess up my chances of winning here. Like, eventually my stats are going to stack high enough. Like, you can see it already happening. But that's one thing I forgot to factor in. Next AoE might be enough to do it. Not quite. Almost there. There we go. All right. So he doesn't have the damage to take me out. Dots are doing their damage. We're countering now, and our stats are boosting. So his stacking defense is not stacking fast enough. Yeah. This Lando is junk, this Lobot is junk, and this Ewoks. And I've got Malik, right? So I can probably solo the Ewoks. Yeah, I've got Malik. Yeah, let's solo the Ewoks. We'll just grab whatever. This doesn't matter. I do want to use that tech Cron. Gotta re-roll that. I think we'll just auto. I'm going to step away from the screen for a moment. There's nothing to talk about here. Alright, how is he doing? We got Fear going on, Wicket. We got Stealth Mechanic. We got Nisa. We got to start draining people. We just got to be focused on one person. I'll take over for a moment. Make sure we keep our attacks on Wicket. Not that, like, probably Nisa is who I would want, but Wicket's the one that has already been started. Okay. Now we can auto again. Yeah. So Acolyte's coming out. I talked a little bit about Acolyte. I am worried about it. One, Disney and Lucasfilm hasn't given us a lot of reason to have much confidence. But my issue is when I look at the trailer is like the lighting within the trailer, the editing within the trailer, it feels cheap. Like it feels like a kid's show. Like you can see it, like if you watch the trailer, see the characters in like places that should be dark and their faces are so well lit. That's how you light a TV show. That's like how that Percy Jackson TV show is lit. It's not how you light like more mature television. It feels aimed towards kids in that way. And I just feel like Disney and Lucasfilm misunderstands who the Star Wars audience is. Like they're trying to make it like for 8-year-olds when really they should be trying to make something that 16-year-olds are going to be happy with. Because the original trilogy isn't made for 8-year-olds. It's not. Like the prequels are, but there's this weird thing where just because something is meant for kids, it means you need to make it for the lowest common denominator, make it for the youngest kids instead of finding something in between. Like you can make kids programming that's more mature. Like I grew up in the 80s. We had really mature kids programming. I had to watch The Land Before Time, where in the opening moments, his mother dies and you got to deal with that trauma for the rest of your life. All right, some of these easy teams is just you want to go so cheap on them, and then you get in trouble by going too cheap. We'll probably gas one. Let's just clear this top territory. Like we're going to use Afra in one of the spots, like most likely up against Saw because she hard counters them. We don't really need to keep Afra at this point. But Finn. Afra also beats Finn. We also... I'm going to do Afra here, and that might be a mistake. Just because I feel like we could find another way through this. But the Saw Ami, when you have an all-relic squad with the Ami, like that team is respectable. Do any of these crowns right now have potency? I don't think so. Okay, let's get our mastery stacking. Let's drop down a torture. Baze is down. AoE. Take those bombs. Okay. This should take at least one of them out. Close. Alright, Saw's down. Now we got this Finn team. This Finn team, which, does it have the tenacity? It does have the tenacity. I think we're going to use Sidious, but that might be a little reckless. It can win, but it depends on other things. Although his modding's not great, so maybe we get away with it. Okay, where are we at? AoE, land some dots, dispel. They cleanse. Okay, we take a couple turns, same deal. We dispel, land some dots. They're doing some damage. I don't know, I'm not feeling great. Okay, same deal. Like they're cleansing a lot. I don't feel like I'm making any progress. We don't land anything there. Like I wonder if the results are based on people just like not having the right crons. Because we had this last season. Like I don't completely trust things. Although we're not losing yet. Maybe we get there. Ooh, right there. Come on. Give it to me. This should do it. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Let me take out one guy. Come on. Come on. Right here, this is it. Would you stop it? Okay. Alright, territory down. Now we can breathe a little bit easier. We can have a little bit more fun. Let's check his progress. See if we picked up any more holds. Okay, Darth Revan picks up a hold. Preloaded turn meter. That's a good sign. It might signal that he's given up. And that remains altered but similar. Alright, there's only one team here we got to respect. So the rest of this we can have a little bit of fun with. But maybe not too much fun. Let's do Bad Batch here. And we'll do that Tech Cron. Although we haven't really given the Tech Cron a challenge. Yeah. Is there anything else we want to try out? Like I got a Gear 12 Stap now. Do I want to test Stap out? I guess we have... Yeah, I don't think there's... I mean, Gungans. We could try out Gungans, but they're going to get... I don't know, maybe we should try Gungans. You know what? Let's do it. Let's have... We can afford to drop one battle. Oh, I want to take out T3. Okay. Let's get back under stealth. Stun. There we go. Easy. And they're going to be strong up against droids regardless. That's why I chose that there. But they would have probably won that without. Yeah, let's do Gungans. So we're going to grab Boss Nass, Tarpals, and I want Phalanx. Okay. So land debuffs, we can do true damage. We do more damage per debuff, remove turn meter. Let's do that, remove turn meter. Yeah, let's dispel. We want to get rid of the daze. Does this stun? We inflict marked. And we get an assist. I want to take out Lando. So let's call Phalanx for the assist. Okay. Good. Shield generators being protected so far. We should have no problem taking out Bo. The question is Ness. But there's a lot of ways to do true damage, ignore protection, and do things with other things with the kit that I think we still should be able to do it. All right, we're going to just auto from here and see what happens. Can they take out Nest? The answer appears to be no. But we're just getting tankier as this goes on. I don't think we're getting any more damage. And Phalanx probably, he's not going to get his taunt triggered as much. Yeah, I don't think we can take out Nest. I mean, the healing immunity is stopping some mechanics. No, this isn't going to happen. No, stay away. I mean, maybe if I had like 10 minutes. Because we are getting the protection lower. But it only really happens when Tarpals attacks Nest when the protection up is gone. Okay, and now we've lost the shield generator mechanics. Okay. Yeah, you can see it maybe. Maybe if I had 10 minutes. Because the healing immunity is doing a lot. All right, come on. Let's do this. We got shocked. Give me healing immunity. Don't recover. Come on. Yes. Okay. See, that was, I mean, it was a junk team. But still, for less than 7-star characters with a non-full squad without Jar Jar, Gear 11, taking down full relics, I like that every time. Awesome. Now we gotta figure out how we're gonna deal with this nightmare. Let's start with JML. Because I think without having to deal with Cat, this may just not be the problem that I'm worried it's gonna be. This Kit Fisto Cron has a bunch of protection. Maybe I'll re-roll some of those higher level spots. Because if I've got those materials, those level 7, level 8 stats, we don't need to save anymore. Okay. So we will stun. And I need to have these characters not die. Let's equalize. I'm a little worried. Just away from the stuff. Alright, we gotta get this back on track. We're dead. I'm not feeling good about this. Okay. Don't you dare. Oh my god. Alright, that's the sacrifice. Or the savior. I think we just take out Kenobi. Now, maybe I guess we don't get the chance. Now, I definitely misplayed some of this. I don't think it's going to change the result. I'm not actually liking how this is going for me. We can't get to the ultimate. Yeah, let's get out of here. Now, what we need to consider... Do I have... Oh, I have armor, right? Do I have Watt? No, Watt's on defense. Yeah, Watt's on defense, but I do have armor. So let's look at Sith. Let's throw in Savage, and then let's grab Armorer. Grab a Dark Side Cron. So you get potency, offense. I guess we'll take this. I usually... Yeah. Got Kenobi linked. Let's look into Padawan, Obi-Wan. I'm just going to do this right now. Yeah, because it looks like we're going to lose armor pretty soon. Savage went down way fast. We got to... Yeah, alright, ultimate, but we got to deal with this ability block. Yeah, this might not happen. Oh, it's because of that. It's that level 6 ability. Because that level 6 ability is always having the ability block. Yeah, so this is not going to work. Okay. Oh, wait a second. He can't beat Padme. We're going to do Padme before Java. Now, I don't know if Padme is going to stand any chance. How do we want to do this? Do we want Anakin or do I want somebody else? I just think I want the damage. Because JMK will time out up against Padme if you don't take out Padme with Cat. It can be an unwinnable match for him. Because all those assists just turn into a bunch of protection up mechanics for Padme. So I want to see if this Cron can do it. I should have just stuck with the shatter point. I got distracted. Got distracted because I think my computer's arrived. Yeah, this is starting to feel a little bit more like a timeout situation. But we do have 16, 17 stacks of courage. It didn't do anything. Come on. We'll do this because I need to heal up Anakin, and he's got the healing immunity. Which has just been reapplied. Oh, come on. Kenobi's in. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, this is just going to be a timeout. The foresight's causing some problems. That's bad. Awesome. There we go. Come on. Come on. Right now. Yes! This is what I'm talking about. Okay, we got protection up. Come on. Little worried about Anakin. Here we go. Anakin saved. There's the protection disruption. I think we just need to auto. Yeah, we're just going to switch to auto, see what happens here. We might, I mean, if we had Watt to go with Sith Eternal Emperor so that we could have been getting rid of that ability block, that would have helped. That would have won. All right. Yeah, we can clean this up with Jabba, no problem. Great. We also have a couple other cleanups we could consider, but let's start with Jabba. Something we expect to work. So let's see this. Running low on Crons, but we'll have way more next week. Okay. Alright, throw down buff immunity. Let's throw down a disarm. Basics. Because we want those multiple hits, blowing up those. We're going to do nothing at this stage. Get a little protection up. Just want to get to our contract. Okay, that should get us to what, 55? Alright, so 60. Get a couple assists. One assist, I guess. Okay, so 75, this will get us to 85. And this will be our payout. Okay. Now we don't have stacking offense like we used to with that Cron. But we can do armor shred. The question is, do I want the armor shred or do I want to just do this? I think I want an armor shred. I don't feel like we're making progress. Alright, let's just auto. Stop it. No, stay away from the wires. Alright, where are we at? Alright, we're through the protection. We're not landing thermals. There we go, a couple thermals. Okay, we're getting to work. Come on. There we go. So cleared it. Only trouble with this Obi-Wan, which is why I saved all my GL. Well, not all my GLs, but most of the GL. No, was it all my GLs? No, because JMK went for Jabba. And he cleared 3 territories. He's still going, trying to take down Trench right now. Let's check fleet. Got a hold with the Executor. And that we knew. It's not a perfect comparison right now, but with both of us with 3 squads left, I have a lead, but the fleet territories counted differently, different banner amounts. He's got gear, lower gear on the Marauder. All right, we're good. Okay. So with this, as soon as I get my turn, Taunt is still around. Should drop any moment though. So Taunt is gone. Now we do a basic onto Profundity, drop some thermals, and then we do our mass assist and take out the, not the Profundity, the Outrider. Now we bring out a friend, drop the stun. He's probably going to have bigs coming out right now. And he does. Okay. Heal up. And that takes out bigs. We'll have the Mark 6 take out the tank. They're in, well, I guess not yet. Okay. Alright, that should do it. Come on. So 71 banner there. Marauder will take out easy with the Chimera. Especially because we're looking at an easy Marauder. Padme has been doing some work for me. I like this Cron. It just might be more valuable in 5v5 with JMK. Because it's very strong. But that was very valuable that she just pulled off for me. Let's make sure we do this right. Okay. I'm gonna let him take his turn, let the Undying Loyalty come off. We'll remove turn meter. It's fine. Ultimately, the results are the same. All right, let's remove turn meter. Heal up. They're feeding me turn meter. Okay. All Alright, where are we at? Let's just take him out. There we go. And with the Malevolence, we've got my own Marauder, which will crush it. Let's see if he full clears me. Alright, can we take out Hyena quick and early? No. Let's go under stealth, though. Get rid of that crit hit immunity. And we'll bring out Plow and Cleanse. And feed turn meter. Okay. Let's bring out a friend. Yeah, let's remove turn meter from them. I don't want to feed him turn meter, so I'm not going to hit a droid. Get rid of those buzz droids from him, and now let's blow everybody up with bombs. Okay, full clear. Only issue is Padawan Obi-Wan, which I am happy to take. And that gives us a robust banner total of 2038. Check if he's still working on it. He is, and he needs a second attempt up against Trench. And it looks like it'll be 3. He might just call it quits unless he keeps going. I hope he keeps going. He's put in a valiant effort so far. But we got 20-ish minutes until the end. We'll see if he keeps going and see if he can full clear. And Osiris full clears. Let's check out how many attempts it took him. And you can see Trench here with 3 holds, Darth Revan with 3, and that's part of the reason why I separate Revan and Melgus, even though I'm not crazy about it. But the defense did the work that it needs to do, and even though this is kind of like a Kyber 1 bracket in quotes because of the crunch and everything kind of changing things, it's still an accomplishment of sorts that we were able to prevent a sweep and get at least 1 win. We'll see if we can pick up another in the next round. But well played by Osiris, especially not giving up and just putting in a full clear. Like I want to feel like I earned a win, and in this case I do. So we will wrap it up there. We're going to keep paying attention to what this Padme Cron can do, because it once again has impressed me. Then I guess Queen Amidala's coming up next week, so we'll be able to get some testing done to see what a Gear 11 squad with our Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan can do. So thank you for watching. Be excellent to each other, everybody. This is Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.